Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. So, Giuliani supposedly is maybe, reportedly, under being investigated by federal prosecutors in Manhattan, Southern District of New York, his old office, where he ran that, as the U.S. attorney there. So it's where he got his start, and supposedly it's in relation to his dealings with Ukraine, and that he may have broken foreign lobbying laws. Specifically, they're talking about this thing, the FARA, Foreign Agents Registration Act. Broadly speaking, that if you're representing some foreign entity, some foreign person lobbying the U.S. government on their behalf, you have to register for that. So, and it's specifically as it relates to the Yovanovitch, the U.S. ambassador to the Ukraine, seeking her removal or something of that, in that category. Okay. So, two people familiar with the probe told the New York Times that prosecutors are investigating Giuliani's effort to undercut Marie Yovanovitch, the U.S. ambassador to the Ukraine, who was ultimately recalled in the spring as Trump sought to pressure Kiev into investigating former Vice President Joe Biden, a chief political rival. So, basically, Giuliani's defense, I think he spoke to the New York Times, which is where the story is originating, even though he's kind of altered his statement since then. This was yesterday. Today, he was basically saying he doesn't even think he's being investigated. He's saying, based on the leaks that are out there, and his prior experience as a prosecutor, that they wouldn't be leaking this stuff if it was real, and that it's just a political attack. He may be right. I don't know. And actually, I've looked at this a number of times, and I've tried to make this video several times, and based on what I think Giuliani's right. I don't think there is a case for any violation of this law, against Giuliani. Where I think this ultimately is leading is that basically it's going to force Trump or somebody from the State Department, more likely something like that, somebody from the State Department to say, was he working on behalf of on behalf of the State Department or on behalf of Trump, if it ever gets there. Maybe not. So it says Giuliani said that federal prosecutors had no grounds to charge him with foreign lobbying disclosure violations since he was acting on behalf of Trump, and not former Ukrainian Prosecutor General Yuri Lutsenko, when he gathered information on Yovanovitch and related to the American government and the news media, per the Times. Initially I was thinking that basically if he was seeking Yovanovitch's ouster, her removal, and that he had clients that stood to benefit financially because of business dealings in Ukraine from her removal, then it would actually potentially be, a FAR violation, a Foreign Agent Registry Act violation. But if those clients, the clients being Igor Fruman and Lev Pornos, the two individuals that were arrested Thursday evening in Dulles Airport when they were just about to board with a one-way ticket out of the country, those two are naturalized citizens, so they're not foreign nationals. So I think that doesn't qualify as a FARA violation. So, it could be, and even though they stand accused of other things, a number of different charges. I don't know if they're listed here. They were allegedly funneling foreign money into U.S. elections. But that was, I think, on a separate matter. That was on like the Nevada thing and trying to get the marijuana retail licenses. And that had nothing to do with the Yovanovitch situation, as I understand it. So, unless Rudy Giuliani has some unnamed client that we don't know of that may have been part of Naftagaz or stood to benefit from a foreign person that stood to benefit from Yovanovitch's removal, then I don't think he stands in violation of this. So, everybody knows I'm totally against Trump, but I think Rudy's actually got a point there. However, I will say I found this title quite humorous here, and he's given 3 different interviews to the Daily Caller. This video columnist Stephanie Hamill, starting on October 9th, which is Wednesday, the day before those 2 individuals were arrested in Dulles Airport, and it's all about this matter, But the most recent one he gave Friday evening, last night, or that's when it got uploaded, but he must have given it to her Friday afternoon, somewhere around then. The choice of the title I just found to be, I don't know. I would have to think that Rudy wouldn't have chose these words, because it says Rudy Giuliani explains why he took matters into his own hands when trying to expose alleged Biden corruption, and that just seems to be in contradiction to his defense, even though one's about the Biden thing, the other thing's about Yovanovitch, where he's basically invoking the argument that he was acting on behalf of the president. And the Daily Caller is extremely pro-Trump, and the Daily Caller needs Trump a lot more than they need Rudy Giuliani. So I just found that title pretty funny, and I don't know. I think if I was Rudy, I'd be a little bit pissed about that. But so, yesterday Trump said he wasn't, he was asked about, is Rudy still your attorney? And he kind of gave this cagey, response that I don't really feel like playing, but I'll play it, damn it. Hold on. Asking him, is Rudy still your attorney?
Well, I don't know. I haven't spoken to Rudy. I spoke to him yesterday briefly. He's a very good attorney, and he has been my attorney. The president.
So, he's obviously very vague there and elusive in his response. And but today he tweeted something saying he's a good guy, and he's a little rough around the edges, but he's a good attorney and a good person, something like that. Man, where's Donald? If I can find the tweets. There's right now. So now they are after the legendary crime buster and greatest mayor in the history of New York City, Rudy Giuliani. He may seem a little rough around the edges sometimes, but he is also a great guy and a wonderful lawyer. Such a one-sided witch hunt going on in USA, deep state, shameful. So, that's the story there, dude. I like that. I like that title. I thought it was funny. Please subscribe to my channel. Tap the notification bell. Give me a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.